Well, I was having a good conversation with my so-called friend there. Trying to give him some free advice, you know, telling him he's a businessman, but yet he hangs around with the killers and the thieves and the whatever. I call them the riffraff crew. I said, you're trying to live in between two worlds, and you should not be doing so as such. The RCMP are starting to catch on to your actions, and you're involving yourself deeper into their life and where you shouldn't belong. You should just stick to your 9 to 5, make your money like the average Joe that you are, and don't involve yourself with the underworld, because once you do so, then you become a mark. So what I was telling them is, as a street sense person, is like, if you're involved with the underworld, don't ask 1 million questions on the street, because you can become a mark and be a mark, and then that's all I was giving them free advice. Anybody who's involved with the streets knows for a simple fact, you do not ask questions about anything, because the moment you start asking questions after questions, and then you kind of wonder, is this guy wired for sound for the feds or what, you know? So he was not listening to what I'm saying, and what I'm saying is like, I'm trying to keep him safe from something happening to him, because somebody catches the suspicion that he could be that type of person, they will eliminate him for being, they might think he's working for the feds. So my free advice to him was, don't either detach yourself from the underworld or just stick to your 9 to 5 and stop hanging around them. And he's trying to make us sound like he's their savior and all this stuff. And I'm like, no, you're not. You're just there to be a part of the system that's part of the underworld, and that's what you're getting involved with. He wants to keep them sick on dope and all that, and I tell him that's unwise to put yourself in that position. And it's like you're putting your company on the line, and if the society knows that you're doing that to your own workers, then what good is that going to look on your job site? And plus, he hires them all the time too, so that's another thing. So I think him and I are probably finally done with each other, because he got all mad at me and hung up. But I was just trying to offer him free advice, but it turned out to be an argument. But if anybody is watching my channel, give me a thumbs up if you agree with what I say and know that I'm right. If anybody's a part of the underworld and knows that this is something that would cause you jeopardy in life, so leave me some comments and thoughts on my video. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I was just trying to be a kind person, offer him some free advice, and he took it upon as an argument, and he was going crazy on me and slamming things around. So it sounds like he had his mind made up, or he's right and I'm wrong. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So he was getting all pissed off. He's like, I don't like when people tell me what to do. I'm like, okay, fine, sir. I was giving you some friendly advice, and you're making me sound like I'm your enemy. Most enemies wouldn't tell you this. They'd just fucking end your life, you know? If that's the way if he doesn't recognize me as a friend by now, he should give his head a shake, because he's not being very smart. Because most friends would be sticking up for one another. And if they know you're doing something bad, they'll say, listen, you're doing this, you shouldn't do this, and you know, that's what friends do. They look out for one another. So I was trying to look out for him, but if he wants to continue on his path, well, the end result's not going to be pretty. And whatever. I'm done trying to be the middleman for him and get him out of jeopardy. He can bail himself out of there on his own if he survives.